More drop points for Jose Mourinho. One win in the last 6 games for Tottenham. Harry Kane tonight breaks Robbie Fowler's Premier League goal scoring record, but also limps off injured. Is that Spurs now completely out of the top 4 race? What does this mean ahead of a massive week for Tottenham with their Carabao Cup final? Jose out trending again for the 6th week running after a Tottenham game. Smash that like button. Here we go. Excellent Friday night game tonight. Everton 2, Tottenham 2. And for being honest, both Spurs' goals came from terrible defensive errors from Everton. There's no doubt about it. They did hit the post a couple of times, but all in all, Tottenham not really deserving of the 3 points tonight. That is just one win in the previous 6 games in all competitions. And Tottenham find themselves now a massive 5 points away from the top 4 and everybody above them in the race. Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, Leicester all have a game in hand over the North London outfit now. And to add insult to injury tonight, Harry Kane walked off holding his foot. Look, don't really hear many of these. Don't really hear many of these injuries anymore. But it looked like a metatarsal injury, holding the top of his foot. That will be a massive, massive blow. The Carabao Cup final, of course, a week away. A little bit of controversy tonight as well. In this game. A lot of people claiming that Everton shouldn't have had that penalty that came just a few minutes after Harry Kane, of course, gave Tottenham the lead. There's a lot of debate around that, so I want your views and opinions on it. Was it a penalty? Tonight, though, something else happened. Harry Kane broke Robbie Fowler's goal-scoring record and, in fact, became the 7th highest goal scorer in Premier League football history. He's actually the highest goal scorer ever in the Premier League to not win a title. And he is now just 11 strikes with exactly the same goals per game ratio behind the great Thierry Henry. Unlikely to break that record this season, but you can imagine by Christmas, he's going to beat Thierry Henry's record. And for me, it's a further statement that this man, Harry Kane, needs to leave Tottenham. Imagine being on track to beat Alan Shearer's goal-scoring record, but not winning a Premier League title. He has to move, and he has to move soon. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. I want to do some of your comments here. I want to know what you're thinking and you're feeling. Strip Bear in the house here today. Make sure you're hitting the like button, by the way. Let's get this past 500 likes while we're live on the air. Terry looks rough. Cheers, White Knight. I appreciate it. Do you know what? I'm feeling $1 million today. Really good week in the gym. Amazing week business-wise. Channels flying as well. Kids are happy. Sipping on a nice little Pinot Noir tonight. Top of the world, brother. Top of the world. Thank you for your continued... actually, the White Knight don't really support us. He comes here and abuses us all the time. But there we go. Harry Kane is the only active player currently in the top 10 Premier League strikers as well. A few people are asking. Man like Liam here. Liam Neville, Super Chat, says, Kane with the most goals and assists in the league for a team that's 8th. Sorry, Spurs fans, but he needs to leave. Might be injured for the cup final. Can you imagine if he misses the cup final and Spurs win? He won't have a winner's medal. That's what that made me laugh. You know, sometimes you see really bad things in life and you shouldn't laugh, but they make you laugh. You're like, oh my God, that's so bad. It's funny. That would be so tragic. It would make me laugh. It would just be insult added onto injury. It really, really would. In my opinion, Kane is better than Haaland. Of course, Kane is better than Haaland right now. Harry Kane, there's only one striker on par with Harry Kane, and that is Robert Lewandowski in world football as it stands. Hello, Terry. I love watching your show. Thank you, Ibrahim, Man United fan forever. I appreciate that. I love the fact you love watching us here at The Terrace. The Terrace. London Trident here says, shows how rubbish Spurs are, nearly beating Henry's Premier League goal scoring record, haven't won a single Premier League or FA Cup. That's the point. I think it's 31 goals this season for Harry Kane in all comps. The most assists from a striker, I think, in Europe. and nothing. The club's letting him down, there's no doubt. Was it a penalty, though? I want your opinions on that right now in the live comments, viewers. I want your views on this. Was it a penalty to Everton tonight? Were Tottenham a little bit hard done by in that regard? And the second question for you is, will Spurs now make the top four? I'm looking at the Premier League table here. 30, they're on 50 points, which means they're 5 points away from the top four. But Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham, and Leicester, the four teams they could conceivably catch, all have a game in hand over them. In fact, Everton still have a game in hand over them. If Everton win their game in hand, that puts Spurs into 8th position. Can anyone see them making the top four? Want your views, want your opinions right about now. No chance, Terry. I think that's of the top four. It was a penalty, is what Chelsea fan McNeil here is saying. Pen was what? Was a pen or pen wasn't? I don't quite get what you mean there, bro. Jake here says, Terry, you looking forward to supporting Chelsea tomorrow? Bruv, tomorrow I'm cashing in on the super chat made a few weeks ago. I'm singing Chelsea songs. I'm wearing blue clothes. I'm a big Chelsea fan tomorrow. We have got to stop the quad. We are stopping the quad tomorrow. Us Chelsea boys tomorrow are stopping the quad. That's what we're doing. 100%. 100% we're stopping that. Noslak here says, Terry, you need new leadership on Discord. Your people are starving and thirsty. I am busy, man, but I offer my services as a mod to save them. What do you mean? Do you know what it is? I use the Discord, but I don't know what are they doing? People keep telling me this. What are they doing? What's happening in there? What are the mods doing? My mods go crazy. Listen, there's only 2 reasons to block people. Bigotry. Well, 1, bigotry. If someone says your opinion shit, you're going to have to suck it up. You're going to have to suck it up. We can't be blocking people for that. Madness. Let me know what they're doing in there and we'll change it up. If you're acting like a fool, even if you're a mod because I respect you. But acting like a fool, you're gone. Man like Jerome here says, this team is a letdown and I had enough of them. Harry Kane now injured. What is left? Jose out. Eric Dyer with him as well. Absolute nightmare of a player. It was a pen, no doubt. No doubt a pen. Man like Jerome, do you worry about, do you want to win the Carabao Cup next week? I want to ask Spurs fans that tonight, live on the air. We're going to have Alan on soon. Eleanor's on her way. Alex is on his way. Flick is on his way. We're going to have some big Spurs fans on from social media tonight. But you, the viewers, I want your opinion. Spurs fans, do you want this trophy to be won? And I'm seeing pictures now, Harry Kane. Harry Kane looks in trouble. He looks in trouble. Trouble, mate. Prime here says, Prime R9 says, big up, Terry. Been here since the Fan Park Live days. Morning streams in the whip. So happy how far you have come. I appreciate the lovely words there, bro. And trust me when I tell you, the new stuff. Honestly, I was in a meeting this week and there were some people there that none of you have heard of. But, these people have worked on that are now helping with the terrace. They've worked on Copper 90. They've worked for professional football clubs like Celtic and Liverpool. I was in a room with one of the pioneers of Soccer AM, Rocket. He's going to be helping us produce content and everything moving forward. The football terrace is going places, but it's still all about you. Its independent, fan-focused nature is going nowhere. So massive thank you for your compliment. And trust me, we've got some big things coming for all of you in relation to that. Let's do some more of these comments. Everyone's, where's Alex? Alex is on his way. Don't worry. Dulex paint. I wish they did. Thank you. You're all kicking off here. What we all saying? Man like Indiana in the house. 2 points dropped from Everton. It kind of was in a way. Their defending tonight was awful. They shouldn't have dropped any points at all. But they did. Let's do some more of these comments, and I'm going to be bringing Alam into the fray. Terry, bring me on the football terrace. I need to call out Igal now, please. Wow. I will share the link a little bit later. Once we go past 500 likes, I'll share the link for you all to call in and have your say. I'm confused. Strip Bear is a mod or not? She says she isn't, but it would appear she still is. She is a mod. I don't know what Strip. Listen, I respect Strip Bear, but I have no idea what she's talking about. Some days she's fine. Other days she's on mad one. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. If Strip Bear though is blocking people for no reason, she will have mod privileges removed, because what's the point? You know, blocking all our viewers. That's what we need. We need all our viewers blocked. Mad. Strip Bear, you know the rules. Stick to them, please. Outside of that, you're great, but don't let the power go to your head. Don't let the power go to your head, Strip Bear. Simple as that. George is a channel legend. Of course he is. George, the Leicester City fan. 100%, bruv. Cheers, George. Georgie boy. Do you know what? Next Friday, St. George's Day. Forget for that mythical guy that they said he killed a dragon. Dragons don't exist. Man probably killed a cow. St. George's Day is for you next week. My first ever Leicester fan on the channel is for you, bruv. St. George's Day. We'll have a little Mardi Gras for you, my brother. That's what we'll do. Free Strip Bear. I'm not getting rid of Strip Bear. My point was, if Strip Bear's blocking people that are not committing bigotry, not doing something that's bigoted, then she'll go. Same as any moderator. If KJ come on here and started blocking people for saying, KJ, your opinion's rubbish, I'll stop him being a moderator. It's not a Strip Bear issue. Now, just leave the moderator things alone. No, here he is. Look, where's Georgie gone? Georgie boy. Gorgeous George, we'll call ya. Gorgeous George. Right, we're going to start bringing the panel on one by one. Man like Daniel here says, the fact that Harry Kane is pulling these stats in a defensive team is crazy. He needs to leave. He could do some serious damage at City when fit. Bro, if he goes to Man City, he breaks Alan Shearer's record. What's he, 100 goals behind it now? Let me look at this. Yeah, he's 96 goals behind Alan Shearer's record. If he joins City in 5 years, he breaks the record. 5 years, record broken, bruv. Record broken. We're going to be getting man like Alex on. Then we're going to be getting Alan on. Alex and Alan. Flix is backstage as well. One by one, we're going to bring these men in. First up, Alex is with us. Another disappointing night tonight, mate. More points dropped. 1 win in 6. Jose out trending. Harry Kane injured. Give me your thoughts.
Oh, there's nothing really else to say, but it was just a bit. I've got really nothing to say, really. I just think that it wasn't great, and the goals that we scored was down to Everton's mistakes. It wasn't anything good at all. So yeah, there's nothing really else I can say, Terry, to be honest with you.
Are you feeling confident? I mean, Harry Kane's been out injured. How big a blow is that going to be for your cup final next week if he's not fit?
Well, I know Tottenham fans will be disheartened by that, but I think I look at it like an opportunity, because I still think we've got some good players who could play his position, do what he can do. I mean, you've got Vinicius, who's up front, who can score goals. You've got Lo Celso, who's a good player that can create, which I was disappointed that he didn't play. You've got Ali there. You've got Bergwijn that wasn't even in the team. I mean, I still think there's players there that can still do a job for us. So I don't think it's an absolute blow. But it's just an opportunity for another player for me. So I mean, I don't know what you got your hands in your face, Terry, but I mean that's a squad. So for me,
hang on a minute, Alex. Hang on a minute. You are telling me that Vinicius can replace Harry Kane?
No, I didn't say that. What I'm trying to say,
yes, you did. You said it isn't a big. You just said it isn't a big blow. Harry Kane's the best striker in the Premier League.
Let me just clarify what I just said. Okay, if Harry Kane's injured, it's an opportunity for a player to step up and try and play another way with another player in the team.
Play another way? What way?
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, we've got players there that have got the ability to help the team out. You can't just rely on one player, because that's our problem at the end of the day. I mean, I'm just trying to think of solutions here rather than thinking about what's wrong with the team at the end of the day. So I don't know why you got your hands in your face, Terry, because I'm just trying to explain the point here. Rather than thinking the absolute negative here, I'm trying to think of some positives here, rather than some negatives.
I think it's a negative to be encouraged that Vinicius, there isn't a player that plays in the Premier League right now as a striker that could replace Harry Kane.
No one's going to replace Harry Kane. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that
you did say that.
Another way. No, I didn't. Okay,
you're going to figure out a way in 1 week to suddenly play better.
Well, you've got to figure out ways of trying to play without him, don't you? Because if he's injured, you can't play him injured, can you? So you've got to think of another way, don't you? And you've got players there who've got the ability to help out the team to try and play a different way. You've got Ali, you've got Bergwijn, which I'm still confused why he's not in the team. You've got Bell, that people think that he can still do a job. So you've got attacking players there. So for me, I think you've got to think of another way of playing.
Okay. In relation to the other parts of tonight's game, did you think Everton's penalty should have been given? It came just after you scored your first goal, or do you feel it was a bit soft?
Yeah, it was a bit soft. But Everton did deserve the equalising goal though, because to be honest with you, we just didn't have any of the play at all. In that first half, we were just doing nothing. I mean, we're just defending. That was it. And it was just ironic when they scored that second goal, you put on the Lemena and Moira straight away. So and then we started attacking again. So to me, I mean, I'm not. I've just lost my. I'm not really too,
Mate, listen, I'm going to get some of the other callers on. Please stay backstage. We're going to bring you all together in a little bit, mate. Please stay backstage for me. I never thought I'd hear a Spurs fan say they're not that disheartened, essentially, by Harry Kane picking up this injury a week before a cup final. I'm flabbergasted. I really am. Eleanor's with us now as well. Eleanor, have you ever heard anything like that before?
No, to be honest, no. I think it's too late to try and find a way to play without Kane. We don't have one, so we're basically screwed. Like, what can I say? Like, we're done. We don't have another way to play without Kane. We don't have anyone that can play on Kane's level right now. Jose's tactics is give it to Kane, hope Kane gets the ball somehow, and we get a goal. There's no other tactic going on. There's nothing else going on. So at the end of the day, without Kane, we're pretty much screwed. So I'm not even going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we got a point. What? Like, to me, that's a loss. I'm seeing that as a loss. We've got 2 points out of 9 since that reaction against Villa. Great reaction that was. Like, 10-10. So, like, I just feel like at the end of the day, for me, that if it was me, I don't see why Levy's sitting there. What's he making notes on? When is he going to be sacked in the morning? Like, what are you sitting there watching? What are you sitting there thinking? Yeah, this is going well. Because I'm sorry, our 2 goals. If all you Jose-ins want to sit there and say 2 goals are from individual errors, those 2 goals that we scored were for individual Everton errors, by the way. So sit there saying, oh, we scored 2 goals. No. The only way we scored was because of them lot being terrible at the back. And now Kane's injured. I have no hope. My hope was we'll get a lucky goal through, Kane and Son and whatever. But the League Cup final is just going to be a chilled, like, it's just going to be whatever. They're going to do what they want. It's going to be like a training game for them. We're going to do nothing. Like, we literally do nothing. We do nothing on the pitch. I don't see anything that we do on the pitch that tells me that we're training. We do nothing. We're literally just we were holding on for a draw. Like, at the end, I was like, oh yeah, holding on for that draw, yeah. That's what you want. That's what you want. Like, that's literally what we go for. We don't go for wins. We go for draws.
Why do you think you're holding on for draws? Why is this team not trying to win? Because if you won tonight, you would have been a couple of points away from the top 4. Why are you not trying to win?
Do you know what? Forget how close we'll be top 4. Because to me, if we're able to play this badly and we're still this close to top 4, it's a disgrace on the league. We should not be that close. We should not be that close playing this badly. So I don't think that is a true, way to look at it, as if, oh, we've been good, we're fighting for this top 4. No, we've been shocking and we're still close to top 4. That says more about the rest of the teams in the league than us. And that's to me, that's genuine. Like, that's actual facts. So yeah, forget the top 4 race. But yeah, we're not sitting there like fighting for anything. The reason why you say, why are we going for draws? That's the way we set up. We set up to go for a draw. We don't set up to go for the win. We don't set up to take the game by the neck and go for the win. We set up not to lose. That's my issue. We set up to try and to draw a game rather than win a game, maybe risk the 3 points to get all. So for me, it's we never have that bite, we never have that want or that desire or that press to actually go for 3 points. We go for 1 point because it's better than getting none in Jose's eyes. For me, that's not the way I like to watch football. That's not the Tottenham I grew up with. So yeah, you lot might say, well, you're not losing. A point to me has done nothing to me that a 0 would have done. At least I would have gone for the game. So that's what I'm saying. We go for draws. That's the way we've been playing.
No,
And then when we go down, we start attacking to then try and get that point. And then the minute we get that point, we stop. Sorry.
I know. Listen, you ain't got to say sorry. I completely. Your hair looks very nice, by the way. I like how you got it. It looks very, very good. No problem. I feel like I get this sense from Spurs fans. This next 7 to 10 days is going to be hell because it's almost like this whole gamble with Jose, this experiment with Jose, comes down to the Carabao Cup final. If you win it, there's an element of at least we won a trophy. If you lose, or even worse, get slapped in the final, is it just like the absolute embarrassment?
Oh my God, yeah. Imagine, so everyone says you play this football to get results. Imagine playing this football and not getting the results. So like, this is what I'm saying. We're doing this and we're not getting anything out of it. Imagine doing this and, we lose that cup final playing like this. We're losing that cup final playing like this. This is terrible. Like, I feel like everyone says this is results football. This is the way you win. We're not winning games. So I don't see why I'm sitting there playing this way. So if we play this way and we don't even get a League Cup out of it, I don't see, I don't see the point of actually having him, because what he's here for is to, just solidify this defense, get us stop being this Spursy team and win something. At the end of the day, we're more Spursy under him. That's a fact. We've lost more points from leading positions than we ever have under any other manager. He's our worst performing manager by fact. Like, if we look at like actual stats, because I know people say it's just because I don't like Jose. No, if you look at facts, he's our worst performing manager.
No,
we're more
totally agree with you. And this is the first ever time in Jose Mourinho's history as a manager that he has lost 10 league games in a season. So it's all and sundry. It's right factually. It's not going well. We're going to bring Alan Flicks and Alex back into the stream now. Good evening all. I want to go to Alan first. Been waiting very, very patiently. We'll go to Flicks afterwards. Another disappointing night. Top 4 looks a million miles away now. Uninspired. And as Eleanor said, there was 0 attempt in that last 10 minutes to try and win this game. Give me your thoughts, mate.
Pretty much echo what Eleanor said. Basically, we go 1-0 up through luck, through a Kane error, and then we sit back and hold on. We go 2-1 down. Then we give it a go for another 10, 15 minutes. We get an equaliser. And for the rest of the game, it was all over the place. I don't understand how although we changed to a 3-5-2, we were all over the place because you changed that many players in that many different formations with different tactics all through the season. It's 32 games in, and we don't know our best system, our best team, or what positions they play in. So Dyer, for most of that second half, was playing left wing higher than Reguilon, getting caught out of position time and time again. And Dembele was turning into cul-de-sacs all the time, getting dispossessed. Sissoko hardly gave a damn. The only way we look any threatening is Kane. And now with him out for that cup final, I just, if he's out for that, then I don't understand. And I don't understand what Alex has been drinking tonight, because to say he's not a massive miss is ridiculous.
I think you need to be respectful when you're saying that, mate. And let me come back and say that. But by the way, sorry, Flick, I'll let you have your go, because Alan's just had a go at me. Firstly, that's Spursy saying that, okay? We've got players there that can replace him. Okay, I'm sorry.
You haven't.
I'm sorry. No. Let me finish.
Wait, I want to
let me finish.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
You've asked me to come on.
I've asked you to come on. I've asked you to come on it.
And you cannot.
Sorry, hang on, Alex. You cannot come on.
Let me have my point.
You cannot come on here and say you've not got a player to replace
Harry Kane. Harry Kane. It's not just about Harry Kane, Bob. I'm sorry. I've had enough of this. Okay, it's not about Harry Kane. Okay. Because if you're just going to have Harry Kane, that is Spursy.
Right,
okay?
Alex.
You've got Lo Celso. You've got
Who's not a
Ndombele,
striker.
You've got Alex.
Who's not a
I'm
striker.
sorry, you can replace him with those players. I'm sorry. If you could have those
All right. Forget all of that. Under this manager, Kane's been saving us.
What if he doesn't? What if he doesn't get
Regardless
sacked,
of what you
Ellen? What if he doesn't get sacked, Elena? What if he doesn't get sacked?
What if he doesn't get sacked? But let me just say one thing. We're talking about the final in isolation, yeah? We've been training around Kane, so right now we have no chance without Kane because even if you think we got good players, I'm not saying I agree with you. I don't. But what I'm saying is let's just go with your theory. We've got good players. Right now, we're not playing with any good players. We're not showing any other good players. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're saying because the manager ain't trained them like that. So it's nothing. It just doesn't matter. It's just not there.
We're going to give up then. We're going to give up.
Alex, I'm really sorry to interject here. I know I'm not a Spurs fan, but I'm going to say this. It's definitely my channel, I think.
Sorry.
You have a body to replace Harry Kane. But there isn't a player, in my opinion, who's a number 9 in the Prem that can replace Harry Kane. This is catastrophic. This is end of the world type shit for you right now. It is end of your season if Harry Kane's out. I can't understand what you're saying. We've got Vinicius. Lo Celso could step up. Shut up.
Right, Alex,
what are you talking about, Terry? Let me.
You said Alex, your go-to was Bergwijn. Right, your go-to was Bergwijn. Bergwijn was dropped from the team. Bergwijn was dropped from the team because he couldn't score in a year. He had his chances. He didn't take them. He fluffed his lines.
No, that's rubbish, Bob. That is rubbish, Bob.
When was the last time he scored?
That is rubbish, Bob.
When was the last time he scored?
I'm sorry, that is absolute rubbish.
When was the last time he scored? When was the last time he scored?
When was the last?
Alex, shut the fuck up. Crap, mate.
What the hell?
You've made me come off for no reason because you're talking shit.
I'm not talking rubbish, Bob. I'm not talking rubbish, Bob. What are you doing here?
I'm here because you're talking about Vinicius replacing Kane.
Yes, I'm talking about
this. You're off your fucking nugget, mate. You're off your nugget.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Everybody, one second. I'm gonna bring this back in. I'm gonna go to Flicks. Flicks hasn't spoke yet. We're 27 minutes in. Flicks.
Big up.
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
I'm good, bruv. Yourself?
Mate, I'm top of the world, having a nice little Pinot Noir tonight.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Listen to you, man. All good, man.
Cheers to you, mate. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Disgraceful performance today. You know, we've been seeing this for a number of months now. Piss poor performance. I'm just lost for words yet again. Kane out. That's a big question mark there because, you know, he might be back midweek. He might not. But he's the only top striker we've got. You know, for my man here saying Vinicius can step in. Nah, he can't do that. He can't do that. We ain't got no one else. No one else. Everyone looks up to Kane. It's proved that again this season when Kane was out for a number of weeks or months, whatever it was, that they couldn't score goals. They couldn't put performances in. Kane is the only one who's there. But tonight, you know, he had 5 defenders there. Just not good enough. Just not good enough. And
no, I hear that, mate. I mean, in terms of other elements of the game tonight, we keep this on the game for a moment. Was it a penalty to Everton? Did you feel hard done by as a Spurs fan with that penalty?
It wasn't a penalty. I'm not just saying it because I'm a Tottenham fan, but that was not a penalty. And I just love the way it never went to VAR. Never went to VAR. But for me, it was not a penalty. It was not a pen. But at the same time, they did deserve that equaliser. Because like I said, we was piss poor and they performed good tonight, Everton.
No, I hear that completely. It's interesting, like with a few Spurs fans in the comments and say, yes, it was a pen. Some saying it was soft, saying that it wasn't. I suppose that's the subjectivity of it. One thing we spoke to Eleanor about, and I love your opinion, Flicks, and then the rest of the panel as well. Why? Not why. We know why you don't try and win things at the end of the game is because Jose doesn't want to risk losing. How disheartening is it as a Spurs fan to be 2-2 away at Everton, a team that have a terrible record against you in recent times, and not try to win it? In the last 10 minutes, I couldn't believe it. It was like you stood there with your hands behind your back going, well, I don't know. How does that make you feel as a Spurs fan?
Pissed off. pissed off. I see a picture on social media of Sergio and Lloris like celebrating, big smiles on their faces. That result tonight, like Eleanor said there, that result tonight was a loss. That was a loss in my head. That was a massive loss. Top 4 was gone months ago. We're not going to get full spot now. You know, when you look at the start, when you look at the start of the season, we was fucking beating the likes of Man United 6-1, getting clean sheets and scoring goals against the Arsenal, Man City.
He's correct.
And we've gone from that to fucking. But the thing is though, we've gone from that to this. It's like how have we gone from that to this?
Sorry,
What do you mean I'm
contradicting
myself? Eleanor, who was scoring more of the goals early in the season? By the way,
no. Right, Alex, hang on.
I wasn't saying anything.
No.
Alex, you hurt my brain.
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Right, I totally agree with you. We were only winning games because they were clinical. But you can't sit there. But let's go. Wait. You can't sit there and say it was only Son and Kane and then say Kane's replaceable. Like that's
no.
I agree with you that it's only because of Son and Kane.
You're not listening to me now. You're not listening to me.
I said.
I said. Okay. Early part of the season, it was about Son and Kane. Okay, and I'm not being contradictory by saying that. Because I said that if Son and Kane were injured, right, look what happens. And because I wasn't on the channel before... You just said we can win the final without Kane. No. Yes, I did. No. Listen before you carry on. What I'm saying to you is
Alex.
It's down to...
No one told me to be quiet, by the way, just to let you know, but go on.
No. I'm not trying to ask you to be quiet. Come on, please. I'm trying to explain my point. What I'm trying to say is that if we've got a squad, okay, and those are good players there, like Ali, like Bergwijn, like Bell, because everybody raves about Bell, he's the second coming and everything else. Okay, Moira, they are easily be able to try and think of another way of playing without Kane.
Hang on a minute.
Can I ask the Spurs fans a question? Terry, can I ask the Spurs fans a question? Quick question.
I will go to you 1 second, Gemma.
Go on. I can't take it.
I've got nothing left.
What are you talking about, Terry?
Alex.
This is ridiculous.
1 second, please. Sir. Listen, 1 second. So I understand your point. You've got other talented players and you need to look for another way to play. But you know that Jose only has one way to play. And you know you only have one player that can score and create like Harry Kane. So you sitting there and saying, well, we've got Ali and Vinicius and Lo Celso.
That's all redundant under the manager.
What am I supposed to say then, Terry?
Them out of your arse.
Listen, to me, in a way,
you are living on cloud cuckoo land.
How about splitting into...
You are done about Harry, bro.
I've got to take this guy on now because he's just talking absolute rubbish. What are you talking about, Terry? What are you talking about, Terry? Wait, I mean, honestly, what reality are you talking about? I mean, just sitting here like saying to ourselves, okay, Kane's not playing at the moment. Oh, we'll just give up. We just give up at the moment. Okay, let's give up.
You're correct.
Give up when we didn't have Kane.
But that's how it's been with Kane missing. That's how
it hasn't been like that though. It wasn't like that with Pochettino, though, wasn't it?
But he ain't
I agree with that. It wasn't.
Warning.
Alex.
Okay, now Jimmy will have a go.
No. Alex needs to ask me a question. Who scores your goals without Kane?
Yeah, but this season we're relying on him. Yes.
Who scores your goals in general without Kane?
But the original question was, how are we going to win the final without Kane? So this season, if we're relying on Kane,
I'm not the manager. But I'm saying
Alex, sorry, everyone calm down a second. Alex, you just said we did it different when Potts was here. I don't know if you've realised, bruv. Potts ain't here. Potts gone.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying it's going back on. It's going back on what I'm saying. I can't believe
it. Listen, viewers, we want your views. We want your opinions. Make sure you're smashing that like button for us right now, ladies and gentlemen. Alex has lost the plot.
I haven't lost the plot. I've got reality.
Lost that pen and paper, bro.
No,
Jim, you had a question
reality. I haven't lost reality.
Jim, you had a question for the Spurs fans.
Yeah, my question is it painful to have a fan like Alex as a Spurs fan for you guys?
No, it's not, man. It's not.
On a general question,
It's nice to see you back. It's nice to see you back,
because
Jim.
this guy,
Wait a second. This guy always has an excuse.
He always has an excuse when
No,
we
I
lose
haven't got an excuse, bro.
we lost. But does it matter if we haven't got Kane because we've got
No,
Vinicius?
listen.
Vinicius
You know
hasn't even
what?
played the whole season. What are you
No.
on, bruv? What are you
Listen,
talking
he's
about?
not.
He's not your saviour.
In a way, right? I get what Alex is saying. In a way, like Terry said, in a way, I get what you're saying. Like we have other quality. No one's gonna match Kane. You're not. I don't. Well, I don't think you're saying anyone's gonna match Kane, but I don't think anyone's gonna match Kane. No one's on Kane's level. We know this. To me, he's the best striker in the Prem and one of the best in the world. I'm not having this debate today, but I'm just throwing it out there. So yeah, but I think he's saying we've got other quality on the pitch this season.
Who?
Though we are not. No, wait. No one's saying it's going to match Kane, right? But this season, there is no point because we're not playing any other way. We're playing to literally just, get it to Kane. Kane scores all our goals. This season, we're relying on him. So it's redundant, all of this, under this manager. All of these points of all the players we have is redundant because this season, the only way we're getting through games is by Kane. Kane and Son. Son's fallen off a bit. So it's mainly Kane right now. So it's redundant. All your points right now, even if you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter because under this manager, we're not playing better with any other players. I don't think we've got a chance without Kane, but generally it doesn't matter even if you do because under this, if you think you've got a good player, it doesn't matter. This manager ain't letting them play, so it's fine.
You've got to look at it this way: you've won one of the least amount of games from all top 6 teams in the last 10 minutes of matches. You've dropped the most amount of points in winning positions of all teams in the top half and every team in the Premier League in the last 10 minutes of games. You've got 2 sensational players in Son and Kane that are scoring all your goals. You've got a defense that is leaking like a broken fridge. And if it wasn't for Hugo Lloris tonight, you would have got absolutely slapped. He come up with some really good saves for you.
Yeah, he did really well, actually.
This week's going to be
Can I just read out these stats that I found? Because I really think they need to be spoken about. So, in general, there are 3 progression levels in football, right? You need to be in the opponent's half, the opponent's third, and the opponent's box. In the Premier League this season, we ranked 20th in the opponent's half and 20th in the opponent's third and 15th in the opponent's box, respectively, in these 3 categories. You're telling me that this is not a manager issue here. That we have no progressive football play at all.
Can I ask you a question?
Jem, I'm not having like a trolling argument here. I'm genuinely
no. I've got a serious question for you.
I just want to say, generally, for me, there is 18 months on, 19 months on, however long Jose Mourinho has been here, it's like a bad dream. Anyway, there is no patterns of play 19 months on. None. No patterns of attacking play at all. No progression at all up the pitch.
I get that. But is it a deeper problem than just your managers? Because I feel like there's certain... Wait, so let me finish. Let me land.
I think he's asking me a question.
Is it not the fact that certain individuals in your squad are just not good enough?
No.
Are you not accepted that some of your... Eric Dyer, is he good enough in your team? Is he good enough?
Listen, let me speak. Let me answer. Who wanted Eric Dyer to have a new contract and be his main centre-back?
Okay, but what are you going to do about that?
I'm talking to Jem. Who wanted him to be his main centre-back?
Jose Mourinho. Fair enough.
Yes.
All right, okay.
So, right, Eric Dyer's not good enough at all. I didn't want him when he was there. So, yeah, no, 100%. That's a Jose Mourinho decision. Generally, though, we have a lot of problems. Like someone's just put in the chat, literally, the whole club is a mess from top to bottom. But what I'm saying is, just because we have deeper problems doesn't mean I'm going to add to my problems. Jose Mourinho is part of the problem. Eliminate one of them. Like, just because
what if he doesn't go in enough?
Doesn't mean I want to add to
what if he doesn't go in enough? That's the point.
All right,
what if he doesn't
not
go?
asking me. No one's asking me to be realistic. You're asking me what I want and what my issues are. So I'm just telling you what my opinion is. So
your issue is just the manager, though. That's it.
No, that is 100% not true. I've literally just said there are problems, deeper problems. Our owners are a problem. The players are a problem. The manager's a problem. How do you solve things? You solve things by getting rid of the manager first. You can't get rid of 11 players. So you sack the manager first. Then you start dealing with the players. Then you start dealing with the board. So
on that point, sorry, El, to cut in, because I think it's a great segue. So there's a big report today that Joe Lewis is up for selling Tottenham Hotspur first and foremost. And that's a board element. We know that Jose Mourinho's neck is on the. Let me just say this to you now, Alex. Jose Mourinho, if he doesn't make the top 4, he is getting sacked. He will not be here come the start of next season. I'll take that to the bank. The other element that you've got to look at in this is, of course, who you replace the individual with. Yes, you need to bring in new players as an example, but there needs to be a structure at the football club that you're adhering to. At the moment, it's in a mess. You've got a board and an ownership that don't know if they want to stay. You've got a manager that isn't a long-term option, and you've got players that don't know the kind of football they're going to be playing from one week to the next. So you've got this disharmony in your squad. And one thing I say about Jose is this: today's revelations from Paul Pogba should be the biggest wake-up call to any Spurs fan who is dragging their heels in relation to the should we keep him or not. And I wanted to ask the Tottenham fans some questions on this in relation to the problems with Jose. Flix looks like he wants to say something. When it comes to what Paul Pogba said today, does it resonate with you as a Spurs fan as being true, or do you think that Paul Pogba is sort of just taking a sly dig at Jose? Where do you sit on the debate?
True. Because I'll tell you the other thing. You remember when that Spurs documentary would come out and all our Spurs fans was like, yes, we're on a different level now. We're going to start getting silverware because we got the big man in. Do you know when Rosie went into the office and he's chatting and, everyone was like, what's Rosie on about? Now we can all see it. We can all see that now.
I
totally understand where you're coming from there, Flix. I think that conversation that Rose had where he said, I don't understand what I need to do. Every time you tell me I've got to do X, I do X. And then you tell me I've got to do Y, or you don't even give me an explanation. From your point of view, Alan, how did you feel as a Spurs fan hearing Paul Pogba's story this morning?
I pretty much agreed with it. From what we saw at Man United with Luke Shaw to what we've seen at Spurs with our players, I think they was even doing it at Chelsea previously with Juan Mata, I think towards the end. It's just what Mourinho does, the way he deals with players. So for me, it was just pretty much what everyone knew about Jose Mourinho anyway. So there's no big revelation to me because we've all heard and we've all seen through previous clubs and previous years what he's done to players. So as far as I'm concerned, the sooner he goes, the better.
I totally agree. We had AJ, who's a Spurs fan, who may call in tonight. By the way, I'm sharing the link to call in now in the live comment section. So come on and have your say. He also told us a very, for me, really chilling story of what Jose Mourinho was doing privately to Luke Shaw at his time at Man United. We'd win games. He'd walk around the dressing room one by one, shaking everybody's hands, saying, well done. But he would bypass and ignore Luke Shaw to single him out and whatnot. Let me ask you this question, Alex. Do you want a manager like that at your club?
I've already explained that I didn't want a manager like that before. I just want to apologise to Eleanor because I wasn't having a go at her, by the way. Because I do agree with your points, by the way.
I'm a lot worse. It's fine.
But yeah, I respect you. But yeah, I just I knew this was the wrong decision from the very get-go. I said that he should never have sacked Poch. They should have listened to him when he wanted to refresh the team. You should have listened to him then, and we've gone backwards. But Spurs fans were having a go at me because they said that, well, he's a winner. You know, he's doing everything right. And the Luke Shaw thing was, I mean, I'm not surprised about Pogba, but the Luke Shaw thing just sums it all up. I mean, all I need to say is, and I said this after the Everton game, my debut, you called it, the home game. Poch creates stars, Mourinho doesn't. And there's a reason why for that. He doesn't understand how to use a squad. Poch did. You see what I'm saying? Those players are good enough.
I think now Jose doesn't create stars. Of course, historically, he's created
now.
And there's something Ellen has always said, which I've always agreed with. I don't agree with all of Ellen's stances on things. That'd be weird too. But where I don't care what he did in his past. He's at my club now, and I want. And that's so true.
Well, I totally agree with you.
It's so true. Do you know what I mean?
But why am I going to sit there and celebrate what you won Chelsea? I don't care. If I could swear, I would. I don't care what you won Chelsea. To be fair, I genuinely don't care. So I want to see what you're winning here, and you're not winning much here. So
I hear that. We're going to go to some calls.
other teams.
Jem, mate, thank you very much for coming on, bro. Really appreciate it, my brother. Speak to you again soon. Top man. First caller, we're getting man like Jerome on. Legend of the Terrace, big super chatter. What you saying, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, well, good for me, not so great for you Spurs fans. What do you want to say, my man?
Look, what I want to say is I understand what Alex is trying to say. He's trying to say to us not to give up. But Alex, looking at how we've been playing this season, I mean, like the way Jose plays, he wants a battering ram. He wants Kane. We've got no one else to play forward, to even score goals, even to be thinking of Vinicius. He can't compete in the Premier League, unfortunately. There's no one. So for the final, I don't know. There's no hope there. Without Kane, there's no hope. So I don't know. Unfortunately, Alex, I get what you're trying to say. We need to find another way. But Jose, there's no other way. It's whether give it to Kane, score, or else nothing. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
No hope. Do any of you have hope for next Sunday?
There's always hope.
I think there's hope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he knows how to win a final. He knows how to win a final.
Did you just say unfortunately?
Yeah, well, because the thing is, you know why? You know why I say this? You know why I say this? You know why they say this? Yeah, because I know if he wins a final, you will not hear the end of it with him. You will not hear the end of it. So yeah, I mean, I'll be happy as a Tottenham fan, but you know that he's just going to go on and on and on about it. You know what I mean? So
I don't care about that.
Huh? Yeah, well, you know, it's just, I just know.
Alan, let me ask
you a question in the chat. Ask me, because it is me, by the way. It's not fake. You said it's fake, Eleanor. Ask me.
Yeah, because there's always we have a person every day that pretends to be a different YouTuber.
It's me, and you've spammed the chat like 4 times. Ask me.
There we go. Do any of you Spurs fans want to lose next week?
No,
I don't think anyone wants to lose.
Well, there's a lot of Man United fans that want Ollie to lose so that they can guarantee he gets sacked. Do any of you feel that deeply about Ollie going, where you'd rather your team lose a cup final just so he goes?
We're starved for 13 years. I think it's a bit different from Ollie out as the Spurs. We need some glory.
I have heard Spurs fans say it.
People are going to say that's not glory, but to us it is.
I think regardless whether he wins it or not, he's going.
That's what I think as well, but that's just me being optimistic.
I don't think so.
Because Alistair Gold hasn't said so.
He actually has said a lot, by the way. I don't know if he's watched
Terry, are you serious? Terry, just before you carry on, you actually said, you actually mean what you just said. You said you take it to the bank to say that he's going to go at the end of the season.
If you don't make top 4, I will pay you £200. If he doesn't make top 4, if they keep him, I'll pay you 200 quid.
Okay. I mean, don't make that promise. Don't make that promise.
Mate, I've got £200. It's fine. But if it goes the other way, you have to do 10 streams on the bounce on this channel wearing an Arsenal kit.
Oh. No. No way.
Alex, Alex, that shows me you have no faith in Alistair Gold. No faith. Because if you thought it 100% and you believe in it 100%, you take the bet. I'm willing to risk 200. In fact, I'll make it even more.
Why are you doing this to me, Terry?
£500 if you win. Arsenal shirt if you don't. 500 quid in your back pocket. How confident are you, bruv? 500 quid? I've said it on the air. Receipt. £500 in your back pocket. If you don't make the top 4, you get sacked.
Oh,
I can't do that, man. I can't.
Listen, I'm telling you, Alistair has said that he's pretty much he's not really favoured. He said a lot, so I don't know why you make it out he hasn't said it. I don't know if you watched his recent video.
I just know Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy is just terrible sometimes at making decisions.
There we go. Listen, Jerome, thank you very much for coming on, bro, and all your support of the channel, mate. It means a great deal to me. He does, my man. Thank you, brother. Next up on the show, we have got. We can't get Spurs City on because Harvey Dunn, you're not connected to a microphone or a camera. Means we can't get you on. We've got Ryan Madden coming on the show now to have his say. Ryan, welcome. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm 2/3 of a red bottle of wine in, so I'm in great spirits. What do you want to say, my guy?
Any Tottenham fan now who defends Mourinho or wants Mourinho is a Mourinho fan. We were still mathematically within a chance of top 4. Yeah, he's gone with 5 defenders and 2 DMs. It's so frustrating being a Tottenham fan. It is mad. And then I get what Alex is saying, but with Kane, I'm confident of a chance to win the Carabao Cup. Now, without Kane, that's it. I think that's Man City could play their C team and beat us now. I think that's it now. There's nothing. And I do think he'll be sacked a week on Monday. I think that's it for him now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if he loses that final. Can you imagine? He loses the final.
Not to lose the final, but to get sacked.
Yeah. I mean, but then there's silver linings. You know, every cloud has a silver lining, as they say. Ryan here, different Ryan with Super Chat says, can't wait for Jose to win the Carabao Cup and knee slide on the pitch and tell everybody they are wrong. Then feed Ollie's kids because he's a bad father.
Bread is bread and cheese is cheese. Don't forget that, guys.
True, but wouldn't it just be typical Jose Mourinho to win the final?
It would be. Of course it would.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I think you'll win it. But it'll get us into the Carabao Cup. Was it the Europa Conference League? So that's
Carabao Cup is. I think it's still the Europa, isn't it?
No, Europa Conference League now.
The Conference League now, yeah.
Conference League. Wow. Conference League. It's not Europa League. It's the Conference League. It's even better.
You might win that. You might win that.
The problem is that players like Harry Kane would much rather finish in the top 4, not winning that League Cup, to play Champions League football instead of winning that very minor of the major trophies and be in the European Conference League. This is why he's going to leave, not because he's not won the League Cup. Because he wants to play top flight football.
Please say that again.
This is what I think. I know I'm going to.
This is what I think. Terry didn't think I was talking the truth.
He wants to play top flight European football. That's what he wants.
Terry said that I was talking nonsense after the Liverpool game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but these lot of
he said I was talking nonsense. He said, "Oh, we need a trophy."
Alex,
and you're saying the same thing I've just said. Terry said the same.
But we do need a trophy. Calm.
Alex, calm down. We need a trophy. But we need to show some sort of future promise that we're going to be in top flight football. We're not doing that. So it's different. If we won the League Cup and then we were 5th.
Ollie's comments a few weeks ago about Man United, where he said it was taken so out of context. They were talking about progression of a football team and club. And he basically said the league position shows you progression of a club. Just winning the occasional trophy is a bit of an ego trip. And it's true. If you're like, I'd rather be Man United 2nd in the league and not win a trophy than be Arsenal 10th in the league and win a League Cup.
Agreed.
Or Spurs 8th in the league, you might finish, but win a League Cup because the progression is there that you're going in the right direction. And in that context, I'd rather our position and no trophy. Of course, I'd rather our position and a trophy, but people always twist these things around. Avi Troops here says, why don't players like Zlatan, Eto'o, Essien, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, legends, have a problem with Jose at the same time they won titles with him? Is it just a Jose thing or modern player egos?
A bit of both. Modern players, they're a bit snowflakey nowadays. They can't take being told you're crap to then be better. They like to be a bit mollycoddled and told, you're brilliant. Give him a hug and then you start playing better. And I think it's genuinely a bit of both. His man management needs to change. Players need to get tougher. But I think that there's no harmonious thing there. Yeah, they love it. They love him then because they won stuff. But now players as a team, they don't like that toxicity. Whereas before it might have worked because they had a bit more backbone. But football's changed and people have changed, and that's not the way it is.
110%. Ryan, mate, great call. Thank you for coming on, having your say, mate. Really appreciate that, brother. Thank you, my guy. Next up on the show, he's back. He looks like Casper the Ghost right now on the screen I'm looking at. It's man like, he's a Donny fan. He's a gorgeous man. It's man.
Oh, God.
Man like what you saying?
First call on the brand new laptop. The camera's better, thank God, but I do look like Casper the Ghost, unfortunately.
You look very pale. I mean, I think I'm pretty pale. You look. You look.
I
deceased.
normally look really pale.
I look like Seamus, but I'm just missing the orange hair. But
He's a wrestler.
WWE, it's WWE. But no, in all honesty, look. First of all, shout out to Eleanor, Alex. I respect you, bro. Like, you come out with opinions that few would dare to put out there publicly. But I'm going to be completely honest with you in the politest way possible. I completely disagree with you about Harry Kane. He is irreplaceable. Thank you very much in the comments for that. He is irreplaceable. He's absolutely irreplaceable. Once he goes, you will struggle to. It's like us trying to replace James Coppinger. You'll never find someone to replace him, my guy. And you know, it's a different situation for Tottenham. I said weeks ago, my replacement for Mourinho would be someone like a Deschamps or a Gasperini, someone very attacking, someone that can come in, bring that Poch philosophy, and bring that attacking football, something fluent to Tottenham. You know, the stuff about Tottenham, you know, is the owner's going to stay or not? If they'd sell Tottenham, maybe Tottenham might have, if depending on the buyer, maybe Tottenham have a real opportunity here to start again, to rebuild in a brand new era that might take them to where like City is, where Chelsea could be going, where Everton could be going. But finally, Terry, massive shout out to you. Massive shout out to the Terrace. We've got a match day tomorrow against Shrewsbury. I'm hoping for 3 points because I do not want to be coming on here tomorrow saying that we've not got a winning 10 games.
Johnny, you've been awful for ages now.
We are in complete and utter free fall. If we don't win tomorrow, that's no wins in 10. And bearing in mind the chief executive just come out with a statement today about the future. So AD Boothroyd's on the odds. So we'll see what happens if we get him as manager. But,
old AD, listen, mate. Thank you very much.
Can I respond to him?
Yes, good. You can do, but not with him on. Go for it.
Oh, okay, right. No, I just don't really understand that concept because, like I said before, yes, I understand Kane is he's really, really good. He's our best player, but at the end of the day, if he is injured, you've got to figure out another way of playing. And as I said before, like, you know, I know Alan wants to come in, but it's just that, well, that's just Spursy if you're going to think like that anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not having a go at you, Alan, because I'm sorry to have a go at you. No, I wasn't having a go at you, Alan. It's just that we're not trying to stir up tension.
I'm going to have a go at Alan because I'm jealous of his hairline, but other than that, it's all good.
Well, look at my haircut, Terry. Like, right, cheeky.
I've got the comb
haircut. Look at me. I've got a bit
of hair, but it's honestly, it's spinning so bad. It's unbelievable.
Alex,
When I stand in front of a bright light, my fucking head looks like an X-ray. It's awful. It's terrible.
Alex, we get what you're saying about, like, when you take Harry Kane out, other people can come in. We get that. But the people you're naming, Lo Celso hasn't done this season. Bergwijn hasn't done it this season. He's had his chances and he's not scored in the year. Vinicius has done it in Europa League and against Marine, but he hasn't done it on a consistent basis against the top teams. So you're right saying about all these people coming in.
I don't understand your point there. Bergwijn.
Listen, let me finish. I'm going to steal your line.
I'll let you finish. Let you finish, and then you can go.
You're saying about these people coming in, but these people aren't performing. They haven't done it this season. So they haven't done it this time. Then you're on the biggest stage against the best team. You're saying, oh, we can find another way to play. Harry Kane is our top goal scorer, our top assist. He drops deep and he spreads play around, doing a job that Eriksen. No, we haven't had anyone come in to fulfill what Eriksen's done previously. We rely massively on Harry Kane. Yes, you can get other people to come in, but they haven't done it, Alex. So why all of a sudden you got confidence that Bergwijn's going to come in and bag a hat trick, or Lo Celso's going to?
No, it's not going to bag a hat trick. I wasn't saying that though, mate.
I'm messing about.
But what I'm just trying to say to you is, what was Bergwijn doing when he was in that position against Leeds? He was doing the position that what he was doing is tracking back, and he was getting the best out of Harry Kane and Son. So he was actually doing the job. He wasn't scoring the goals. No, he wasn't. But he was doing the job that Jose wants. And he has got the directness about him. So I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about there.
No,
he needs to be more up. He needs to be more in the middle, number 10.
I think
I'm being calm, but I'm just trying to explain my point.
Right. No one's sitting here saying, oh, Bergwijn's not doing what Jose wants. Bergwijn's crap. No one's saying under this manager right now. No one's performing other than Kane. So that's forget.
Yeah,
forget
but what
who
are we going to
thinks-
do then, Eleanor?
What are we gonna do? Probably lose the final. What do you mean? What we gonna do? You're talking
This
like
is just negative, then. This is just
okay,
negative
it's
saying
negative,
that
but
right
it's
now.
realistic. It's realistic.
I
We have
know
our
you can
best
be
player
realistic,
out.
but what else are we going to do?
We have our best player out in the player that, like you said, the only reason why we were top of the league is because of Kane and Son. You named one of these players that are out.
Yes,
That's
I
the only
understand
reason
that.
why we were doing well. So why do you all of a sudden think we're going to do well without him? We're
because
not.
he's got to figure out another way.
He's got to figure out another way. But there's what 6 games left, 7 games left.
Well,
the
listen,
season, it's not going to happen
I
now.
understand
He
your
ain't
point.
done it all season. It ain't going to happen
I
now.
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But the thing is, though, we have a squad. This is supposed to be our best squad, by the way. At the beginning of the season, we were lauding everybody saying, this is the best squad ever.
This
the
is
best
all,
squad ever.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Well,
this is all
everyone was saying
irrelevant
it.
to the
Everyone was
point that
saying it.
Jose hasn't
I was
coached
hearing
them
it.
like
Everyone was
that.
saying it. After Bell came in and Vinicius is like, we've got everybody for one, 2 positions now.
I don't know what
doing
you're shouting
everything now.
about because
Yeah,
no
exactly.
one's arguing this point. This is just all irrelevant to the point. The
You're
point
arguing
is
with
right now,
yourself.
no one is performing other than Kane. No one's performing. So it doesn't matter. But I don't think we've got that bad of a squad. I don't think we've got a great squad. Trust me, we need a lot of damage control. But the players you mentioned, maybe they can do better under a different manager. And I maybe they could do better. I'm not saying great, but maybe they could do better. Cool. That's all fine. But right now, no one's performing other than Kane. So, like, with no reason why Jose Mourinho is now suddenly going to start coaching the team fantastically with 2 games, 1 game, and then the final to go. It's not going to happen in a week. Like, it's not going to happen in a week. So
that final's going to go.
So
one
I mean,
of two
that final's
ways.
on like next Sunday. It's not in a week.'re not going to just be coached brilliantly that the squad's going to start performing. So, your point's
I'm just saying that some of the players will step up. They've got to step up somehow.
Step up, and some of the players have got to step up. But realistically, in the way we're performing, we're not mad for sitting here saying Kane is our only performer because that's true.
I understand what you're saying.
We're gonna go to our final caller of the night. We've got TJ on. What are you saying, TJ?
Well, first of all, I'm just gonna say I'm an Arsenal fan, so a couple of my points might be a bit biased. But first of all, I think you need to get rid of Mourinho. I watched the game today, but I don't watch Tottenham a lot. But I watched the game today. I don't even watch Tottenham that much, but every single time I watch them, they get in front, they try and defend, they bottle the lead. Sometimes they get back in it and they get a draw. Sometimes they don't. Also, I think what Alex is saying is wrong to an extent, but Terry, you did miss a super chat that was actually backing what Alex said. And he basically said that he's got to the Champions League final without Kane, and then he's lost without Kane.
That was under a different coach. That was under a different coach, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah. I get the point.
Under Poch, we did step up a lot without Kane. Not in the big games because people are going to come at me. Kane didn't step up. Whatever. We didn't win a trophy. So not when we got to finals and we did things like that. So you got a point where we did step up without Kane in certain aspects, but that was a different team. You got to remember, we had about 6 players on the edge of their box most of the game. When you've got that many players ready to fall for the bounce back in the box, you're going to get a few more tap-ins, you're going to get a few more goals. So you get goals from other people. Right now, we're expected to ball long, get it down to Kane. We're in the box twice of the game. You then score those 2 chances. This is the problem. The way we play is not suited for other people to just pick up goals because it's not going to fall to them.
Exactly. Do you see Vinicius? Do you see Vinicius doing the same job as Kane doing, holding the ball, like bringing others into play?
Exactly. No, definitely not.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's also there's not enough players, I say, in the system, in the box to just get those goals like we did under Poch. Under Poch, Ali was there. Son was there. Son is still going to be there, but there are players that were just on the edge of things, on the edge of the box. We're in their box so much, whereas now we don't spend hardly any time in their box. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you think of this. Yeah, sorry, go for it.
Sorry, you brought up a great point that it just sent me on a tangent.
I was just going to say, yous are a bit similar to us. I'm Arteta out. I want Arteta sacked, but he's not the only problem at Arsenal. It's the players. It's the recruitment. It's the board. it's the same thing with you as at Tottenham. Like players like Dyer. I know Davies didn't play today, but Davies is trash. I could probably do a better job than him.
Mm.
Dyer,
trash.
Davies, Winks, and co. They're all trash. Need to all get
They are.
removed.
They
We
are.
need to get better players
are.
in.
They're not trash. They're not
Yes,
trash.
they are.
Davies
Yes,
is
they
not
are.
trash.
Yes, they
I
are.
could do a
not
better
trash.
job than
Yes,
Davies.
they are.
Davies,
Yes, they are.
Davies, no
Davies
good
is
with
trash.
Davies.
Yes,
I
they
think
are.
that's wrong at all. He's playing
No.
for Wales, and he can play on that left hand side, and he's a very good defensive left back. So I'm sorry, and I think a lot of Tottenham fans are going to be very disappointed because he ain't going this. He's not going in the summer. He's not going in the summer. Session's not ready. He might go back on loan. So I'm sorry. This rubbish about Davies. Davies is actually a very good left back. And actually, Mourinho and Pochettino like him a lot. So I'm sorry,
he's good. He's good. He's not
Yeah.
He's
very
good. That's what I'm saying. He's good.
He's not good enough though.
But you need
he's good.
better because he ain't
does a job.
even at Danny Rose's level. Listen, great stream tonight, everybody. Everyone that's tuned in, a massive thank you
Catch
to
you
each
later.
and every one of you. Smash that like button right now. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. But until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll